So about 4 years ago, I was sitting at a job that I wasn't particularly happy with, and I happened to tune in to this live streaming. So if you're watching this online, hello, and if you're here in person, hi. I'm really honored to be in this room. This is a room full of hope and a room full of crazy people who actually think that the things you do matter. And I handmade my slides because I want you to know that I'm a person and that I care about you and I mean what I'm going to share with you today. When I was in, this is a number that we really are passionate about, that there's nearly 3 billion people in the world under the age of 20. And that's a big number. And it's a big number that if we could activate and actually let them know that what they do matters, then we could actually change the world. And just a few years ago, not too long ago, I was one of those people under the age of 20, sitting alone in my bedroom, making movies, making videos of myself, doing things like this, just sitting there, making videos, sharing to girls that wouldn't call me back, writing bad poetry, and thank goodness YouTube didn't exist yet. But I was making these videos and just sitting in my room complaining. When I was in 4th grade, though, I had a teacher who taught me a valuable lesson that every voice matters, even yours. I was a pale, weird, redheaded kid who was like, I had to wear special sunscreen and everything, and I felt like I was just a total weirdo, and I was drawing in the corners of my notebooks, and my teacher actually said, "Those drawings are really funny. You should do something with those." And I was like, "What?" It's like, "You should do something. You should put those in the school newspaper." The school newspaper that's run by the really cool high school kids? What? My voice matters? What? And it's a lesson that I've had to continue to learn. Like, it's something I wanted kids all over the world to learn. And so we created a little video series called Kid President. Thank you, you've heard of it. Yeah, that's him, he's the man. Robbie is my little brother-in-law, and he and I have always enjoyed making stuff together, whether it be songs or stories or comics. And I really want him to know that his voice matters. And so we had this idea, what if we could show the world that every little voice matters, even if they're sitting at a tiny desk with a can phone that has string and duct tape and cardboard. And so we created this show together, and this is the journey that we've had over the past year.
Things. It's time to be more awesome. All right, Williams.
Wilson.
I can't be awesome. It was magical. Oh.
Hurry, Kid President.
I weigh 61 pounds. That's why I'm so heavy. The world will be more awesome if.
Every interview was as good as this one with Kid President.
What's this called?
The pencil sharpener.
I like it.
Treat everybody like it's their birthday. This is nice, people. You got air coming through your nose. You got heartbeat. That means it's time to do something. Science. You hear? You take up space, you matter. Am I getting everybody? Am I getting everybody? What do you think, Big Columbus?
Fantastic.
Let's change the future. Create something that will make the world awesome.
So yeah, so we got invited to the White House, which was a huge surprise. If you had told me a year ago that I would be at the White House, I would think it was because I accidentally showed up or something, and yet there we were. And what's been really cool is not just that we've been invited to somewhere like that, but that we've been invited into people's classrooms, into people's living rooms, And that's a huge honor. We never expected that so many people would care about the things that we're making. And today I'm speaking to people who make things, who make decisions, who create things. And I want you to know that what you do actually impacts people. What you say, how you treat each other at these tables and everywhere you go. This is a question Kid President asks a lot of people, and we've had a lot of people respond and answer it. But it means a lot to us that people like you are looking at this question and not just answering it, but you're actually making that happen. And I wanted to share, we made a special pep talk just for the feast that we got to show you yesterday. And one of the biggest audiences that have connected with us have been teachers. And so we made a special pep talk for teachers of the world. And because you are teaching so many people like myself what it looks like to be awesome, I wanted to share it with you.
It's time to wake up, people. This one goes out to teachers. Teachers and students. It's time to get on, learn on. And we got a lot to learn, too. I don't know it all, but I know a few things. Science. You hear? You take up space, you matter. It's just science, man. Don't be a bully. Don't even be a bully to the bullies. It just makes more bullies. We can all be awful sometimes. We can all also be awesome. It's time to be more awesome. And that's what it's time for. History. We got to study it so we don't repeat it. But if history does repeat itself, then I'm going to name my pet dinosaur Reginald. I just hope he doesn't eat me. We can't just study history. We got to make history. And history is made by ordinary people. Ordinary people like you and me. And that guy. The world's greatest thinkers. Confucius, Albert Einstein, Justin Timberlake. They put their pants on one leg at a time, just like me. But I put my pants on one leg at a time while I'm dancing. You can go by. Yeah. You're gonna be in the video though. Life's a school, and you gotta show up. You can't just sleep in. You can't be late. And you can't just hang out in the bathroom, that's gross. It's like what Whitman said, YOLO. Except he didn't say that, but you would know that if you would read a book, people. Seriously, read a book, any book except the vampire ones. You wanna change the world? You gotta know about it. What if Shakespeare didn't go to school? His plays would be even more confusing. To be or not to be? Is that the question? I don't know what a question is. I didn't go to school. Anybody? Help me out here. I got a question for you. What are you teaching the world? How to be boring? How to make the world sad? No, you're not. We're teaching the world what it looks like to be awesome. No matter who you are, somebody's learning from you. Everybody's a teacher and everybody's a student. Look for the awesome. Teachers see things. They see when you're running down the hall. They see when you're passing notes. But they also see the person that we can all become someday. A writer or a speaker or Martin Luther King. Teachers, keep teaching. Students, keep studenting. That's not a word. Sorry about that. Here's the teachers that see the awesome. The homework is this. What do you want to teach the world? Do it. Let's make some history together because it's simple math. Together, we're better. Those girls are a little too loud. If their teacher inspires you, let them know. This is for teachers everywhere, so share it with them. We gotta make the world awesome. Somebody's learning from you. I'm out. Get to learn on. We're making history. I'm gone.
Awesome. Thank you. So from the tiny Oval Office to you here in this room and watching online, I want you to know that what you're teaching the world is something vital. Your voice matters. And one of the things that we've learned from making silly videos on YouTube is that real people watch this stuff. It's not just numbers. There's actual real human beings who click play. And we feel a responsibility that they don't just watch it and go away, but they watch it. And it not only affects how they feel while they're watching it, but affects them to do something afterwards. And so that's our hope, is that the things we create actually truly do make the world more awesome. A lot of times I feel like kid president in that I'm at a tiny desk where my background is cardboard and I have a tin can for a phone, and that's like things that you can't really impact the world with. I don't have a lot. We live in a town about the size of this room, and the fact that we're here, it makes no sense at all. But when something is made with the only motive of love, then that looks a little weird to people, and it catches on. And you have a duty, no matter how small you may feel today in this room, at this table, at this conference where you may feel like you're the dumbest guy in the room like I do, yet you have a duty to show up. And thank you for showing up, because it's everybody's duty to give the world a reason to dance. Thank you.